Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So we've been busy just doing the surface stuff. I've just been sending, I have Ethan, a robot, in here right now. No one special, honestly. He was doing most of the work anyway, so I thought I would just send him and the robot around to just basically do this. I did get a couple more miners because I was doing it manually. Obviously, I don't think this is the way you should be using them. It's just the way I've decided to use them right now, I guess. The idea is that you want to set them on a piece of land and then you just kind of let it do its thing and that's it. You just ignore it. So let's do that. Nice. So yeah, if we send all these guys back now, what we can do here is unload this. Now, you know what's funny is I unloaded this guy as well. I actually haven't seen the resources make their way back down underground. And I think that's because they aren't making their way back down to the ground. I think we're doing a naughty thing, and I think we're going to have to fix it. So if we go over here, you know, obviously my scouts have been going around doing their thing. 15.9. Look at all the gold up here. So I was thinking maybe I'll do something with this gold just because it's a decent amount up here. So I wanted to do that. I'm going to send one of my miners up here anyways. Now what I need to do is look for the other resource, the rutile. Now rutile is not that abundant anyways, where I've seen so far. It's more abundant in this material here, so that's not too bad. But I haven't seen it like in an area where it's like, boom, you got tons of it. Now the rutile is, I believe, what makes the titanium, I believe. So that's kind of an important thing, obviously. So there's some in this area too, but not in a oh my goodness, like that's insane amount, right? So that's kind of where I want it, you know. If I'm going to go all the way down here, it's got to be pretty much that, right? It's got to be, oh my goodness, like that's insane. But I'm looking around here. I don't see, you know, that insane amount there. There's one of our guys right here, actually. That's crazy. But he is, like, they're exploring. I have two of them out, I think. And so they're out doing their exploration and doing their thing. But like I said, I haven't found anything overly kill like crazy. So I think, actually, this is not so bad. Yeah, this is not too bad there. Do we have any like that nearby? No. It's like a patch of desert, so there's some there. Or I can send you here, which is... Oh, no, that's the other stuff. Yeah, I think I might send one there then. Okay, so let's send one in the patch of desert like this, I guess. That's a nice number there, 5.7. Yeah, let's just send them over here then. I think that'll do good. Let's send them over here then. So anyways, you can convert these. I obviously haven't tried that yet. I've been waiting for you guys. But I wanted to see roughly what would happen when we do that. So we can convert this into a mining platform instead. As far as I know, you lose your upgrades. So if you put like a really powerful upgrade within inside of your thing, I think you're kind of missing out. So what you can do is assign delivery. So mineral compound resource. There you go. I think you can do this only. There you go. So what this will do now is it'll only mine that. So you can kind of select what you want. You can go gold per hour, whatever. I actually didn't realize it could do the one. We're actually here for the gold. Sorry. Yeah, we can actually mine something else here, which that's interesting. So you can do the other material here. I didn't realize there's more. I guess there's like... Did you even show that in there? No. Huh, cool. So you can actually find other stuff as well, so that's pretty cool, to be honest. And then where's our other guy we sent down here? Okay, here he is. So what we can do is the same idea. We'll collapse him down, and we'll get him into a mining thing, and we'll do the same thing. Holy crap. Okay, so we want to change this to this one right here. There you go. 1.7 an hour. So it says assign. I don't know if you actually have to assign or they just do it. I don't know about that. So I mean, we have 3 resource transportation. Yeah, I guess they're not doing anything yet. Let's see what happens if they get out here. So let's just deploy. What do you do now? Okay, you don't do anything actually, it looks like. So, what happens if I look on here now? So, one of them is still there. Okay, so add selection. Okay, so now one of those guys over time obviously would probably go down there, I'm assuming. Now, I'm not sure if I have to, like, throw them out there, or I guess you could just deploy them all. Idle. Yeah, I'm not sure. I almost wonder if they'll do it automatically, like, you know what I mean? Like, so I might leave that for a bit to see how that works. What is their storage in these guys anyway? So that's so 200. Oh wow, that's not so bad. And if you're doing something a little more rare, that's going to take a while anyways, obviously, right? So what else can we get? So obviously I want like azurite, things like that. Oh, look at this. I didn't even realize there's a huge hunk of azurite in this patch right here. Yeah, there it is right there. Okay, so that's not so bad, the azurite amount there. Let's set the guy over here, actually. This is a great place for him. So azurite is copper, and copper has been a little eh. So this is actually a good thing, because we can throw him here. And then we'll click that, and we'll turn it to, yeah, azurite. There you go. Obviously a lot slower, but 15.8 an hour. I think it's because it's nighttime. No? Why do you look way slower than 15.8 an hour compared to somebody else? Wait, what? I guess maybe when it finishes it, it might be fine. Isn't it kind of silly? It looks like it's seized up here almost. Okay, we'll just leave it alone. Hopefully that's just, you know, once it's gone through its cycle there, it'll be better. So at this point, I don't know if these guys will, you know, like, look how fast this guy goes. 4.8 an hour. That guy's just, like, going through it like no time. And then this guy looked like he was actually slower at a higher level, right? Oh, no, it's 1.7. Never mind. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know what's going on with this one, though. Yeah, hopefully that fixes itself, because that's not supposed to be the case, obviously. So, and then I don't know about these vehicles, obviously. That part I don't know yet. I'm assuming you're gonna have to assign them, but I kind of want to leave to see if they'll just, you know, go ahead and do their own thing without having to worry about them. But you might need to assign them. I'm not sure. So that's something we'll just learn, honestly. Everything needs to be learned eventually. Now, one thing I think we've been doing wrong is our resources going in. So you know how, like, I'll send this guy to smash the panel, right? Oh, he didn't do anything. So like, I wanted to give an example. It's not going to happen. But there's storage on here. You see all this? So the advanced engine here, that's a great for a transportation, you know, vehicle, right? Well, anyways, I've not been getting any of that. And the reason, like, when I send them back, and I think the reason for that is because there's no actual storage system in the ground. There was an option for that. We never did anything with that, and I think we're actually paying for it now. So I think we need to figure out what to do about that. It might have been one of the reasons why those guys weren't moving when I even auto-selected them, or it could have been another reason. I'm not sure. But let's get this guy over here to scan. Go inside. There you go. We got a lot of those data logs. It's going to be like a lifetime of reading now. Yeah. How are your food right now? Your food is okay. So let's go ahead and let's go back inside here. I'm kind of curious because this guy's almost done. So I made an extra off camera and just made some storage because I thought, okay, we need more storage obviously anyways. So let's go ahead and just fill it up. I'm doing the big ones and I'm not filtering them. That way there's no issues with that anymore. So what I'm thinking with this stuff is we just take the priority to the lowest possible. So that's kind of the idea, just low priority, which means basically they'll stop using it for putting materials in it. It'll only be used when basically taking things out of it at this point is the idea. And the reason for this is because we need a new resource room anyways. As far as I can tell, they've been taking out, they haven't been bringing anything in, and I think it's because we don't have the elevators here that are available. So you have this access point needed for the surface and delivered from the surface here. And I think these are actually required for that, and I think that's actually the reason why we haven't gotten any items. So I'm hoping we can go ahead and do the receiving and shipping, and that'll fix that. I'm hoping anyways. So shipping and receiving, yeah. So I'm hoping once this is built, basically boom, they go like Christmas Day on this thing, and there's like a million items just sitting in this thing. So we're waiting for it to be built right now. Are we? Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, look at all the receiving now. So all the things I've gotten over time, like I sent the miners back and forth a few times, things like that, everything has just been sitting there this entire time. So yeah, everyone's been basically waiting for that. So what I want to do is get some of these bots to be more hauling. I mean, they should be anyways, but I don't think all the bots are set to hauling, so I need to start doing that a bit more. These guys, these guys are pretty much getting to the useless part, unfortunately. So hauling. Okay, you are all on hauling. Yeah, so yeah, hopefully they can do that. That should be pretty simple there. So out here, I've made a mess of this place. I've kind of opened it up even more over time. And so I'll just give you a little tour. I've been kind of zigzagging around, like opening areas, not to purposely collapse it, but I've just put huge, cuts around. I'm just kind of cleaning it up, more and more over time. I'm possibly can find some treasures. So it was more just so I can expose some of the, the items. I was going to even say these items, sorry. It was more to expose the, there you go. To expose underneath them, so I can see, the little patches and things like that of material. So if I want to, because I want to still use my, drill bots, things like that, but obviously it's gotten to the point where there is nothing under here. Like, I mean, besides a few of those things, it's, I've mined pretty much everything out of here. There's very few items, so it's actually funny. Oh, wow, we found another stasis pod, though. Didn't expect that, actually, in a million years, but, yeah, they hide in the dirt, so... Who we have here? We got Chin Petrids. So what is his stats? 8 smarts, 3 muscle, and 6 athletics. He's actually is kind of smart. We have so many smart people these days that you're kind of useless. What do we want to set him to right now? I guess I could set him to engineer. I mean, engineers are going to be the ones that we need the most of, honestly. I'm also thinking like comms officer as a backup or whatever. And then I don't need more scientists. What else do you think we can use? I mean, he has good athletics anyways. Hauler. Do you want to break him up like that, or do you want to just set him like botanists or something like that? Cook maybe. Anyways, I actually did not expect to find another one of those guys around, but that's cool. And he was decent statted too. So as you can see, this is what I do, over time. I'm just ripping this open and then hoping, hey, I'll find something interesting. Oh, I got excited there. I was like, I found something else. I was like, wait a minute. Didn't I just do that one? But that's the idea anyways. It was just to kind of open it up and see if we can find anything else in this area. But I think we probably would have found most things, but like I said, if you go through all this dirt, there's still potential. What I'll probably do is remove all my mining stats later and then just have robots come in here. I know robots' lives matter, but the idea is I'll just have the robots come in here and all they will do is strip every last bit of this. And, there'll be collapses and cave-ins and things like that, but obviously we'll work on that. Ooh, we have some problems. We better pause. I didn't realize we just hit our limit because we had 8. And then we started to make 2 more people for those adventures. And yeah, that was a bad idea. I didn't realize that. So what we need to do now is build this. In order to gain the population, we need more of these. So decor 10, human population, blah, blah, blah. Requires water. Just water. Okay. It needs to be on something, obviously. So what is the requirement to be on? A utility floor. I think that's utility. So we can build a utility floor over here as well, I guess. I mean, it's not pretty, but at the same time, it's not meant to be, right? So I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just do the 2 right there for now. And then here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, get the last one, please, so I can go ahead. Oh, I got Azurite under the floor. I didn't even realize that from before. I don't really care anymore, to be honest, but it's kind of funny. Utility, let's put this in here, you in there. And then we'll be able to put those new machines on there. And I'll get a couple of them. So O2 generators. There you go. And I'll fix their cap. Now, these will eat... Well, it's look like just water, actually, so that's not an issue, but I assume it's going to do more than just water, no? You can't just say water, because that just seems too easy, you know what I mean? Oh, that's a water. That's electricity sign now. There you go. It's like, hey, I thought you just needed electricity or water. So yeah, we'll bring this guy over here, and then we'll bring this over here, and there you go. Everyone's taking damage? No, I thought that was. They probably take a while before they need damage, but somebody's actually getting repaired here. Whoa, who is that? Oh, crap. She's suffering from the lack of... There you go. Is she good now? Yeah, I think she's done. She was actually getting injured because of the thing, I think. So that was crazy. So we just got him in time, so we're good. We lose power, though. That could obviously be an issue. So we're going to have to work on our power over time. Okay, so this is cool that this was holding a ridiculous amount of those items. I mean, it wasn't really ridiculous, but... It's good we didn't lose any. So let's go to the surface here. Obviously, some stuff are going to be full now. Yes, this one was working after all, it looks like, so that's good. So I guess what you have to do is you have to add a transportation thing here. So you just add one to it, and I'd assume that's it, but I don't know how that's done since these guys aren't doing anything. Oh my goodness. It just says it has an auto collect button on it. I didn't even realize that was an auto button. They all have an auto collect. Okay, so it looks like you do have to assign them because none of their... Yeah, it looks like you have to assign them. So we can rename these, I think, somewhere, right? Yeah, right here. I guess you just do like 01 or something. I don't know how many of these we're gonna need. Should we? Yeah, should we do it something like that? I guess. I don't know how many we'll have of these over time, so you probably want to rename them that way. Okay, let's do that. Transport 02. Can we do a? There you go. And then resource transport 03. And that way, at least we know what they're labeled now. So add resource transport 1. There you go. And then, yeah, he's doing his thing. Okay, now we're talking. So 1 to 1 probably. Resource transport 2. And then we'll do a resource transport 3 for this guy. And we can actually give him faster engines, things like that. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but, you know, for later on anyways. And these guys can do 100 at a time, and they'll just go and collect. So there you go. He's collecting his resources now to what he can. Oh, he's probably already done a run. So there you go. So if you go down our bottom of our base here, this thing is, there it is. This is freaking awesome. And there we have it, my friends. We've won the game. So what we want to do now is we definitely are going to want to start expanding even more over time here. I'm thinking what I want to do here, though, is let's build a wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. There you go. Actually works out. And then let's go ahead and take out some of this. I guess we just match them up because it seems to be the way we go with some stuff these days. And let's just break that open. So there's a hole there for them. Okay. And then I like to get that all cleaned up. Yes, that's period. It's like trying to figure out, how do you do that these days? Oh, it must be, there you go. There you go. And then that way, I kind of want to like start working on some of our machines a bit better. Like we got this guy and this guy, the ore refinery. Ore refinery probably more than any of them, honestly. So what was the ore refinery on? Refinery floor. Okay, that works. I want to be able to start working on that a bit better. So let's look at refinery size here. Requires just 2 tiles actually, so that's not too bad. So we want to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually works out well. So that can just be a refinery. And then we can go ahead and where did we put our refinery? There you go. I'm not saying we need this many, but the idea is like, you know, that's the idea. It's going to be a lot more than we're used to. Let's put those in for now. And let's go ahead and put our doors in. I was thinking of putting a thing here. I guess one there is fine anyways. Don't need them go in and out everywhere. Okay. And then, yeah, we're going to have to bring power. We're going to have to do better on our power as well. I think what we need to do is more utilities for power. Now, breaking things up are important because if you don't, as far as I know, they can get upset if there's just too much going on. So that's kind of why you do break up things in rooms at times. I'm not sure if that will be too much of an issue. I hope not. But from what I've learned, that can be an issue because this is like not a beautiful sight, even though they look like really cool machines to me. I guess they don't like it as much. So we'll see what we can do about that. Let's see what we can do about power as well. I wanted to do geothermal. The only problem is right now we need to get the rooted and there's not enough of that yet. That's this stuff right here, right? Yeah. And that's actually what we're bringing in now, which is kind of important. How much of this do we have anyways? We've closed our thing. 95, so not a lot, but I mean, hey, it's enough to get us started here. Let's do an always craft order. I guess this is a good thing to set on these. So let's just say I want this to always have, actually you can do even bigger numbers, right? I always want there to be 200. It doesn't mean that there will be 200 right now. The idea is that it'll always try to attempt to, you know, craft 200. And that's kind of the thing, you know, taking these and replacing some of the past jobs we had. So, you know, you can say that was that one. This could be like the dedicated steel one, for example, right? So add items to order. So you can say, okay, I want steel always in this one. We're going to use this method. And so I always want 200 steel always sitting in the system. So this is kind of like the dedicated steel one. And then you can do, you know, whatever you want, obviously. But I was thinking of something more on those lines. And then you could do copper. Yeah, I probably can mix some of the other ones too eventually. Like this one's not going to get used obviously as much because of, well, the material is probably a little expensive to begin with. So we could say, okay, I want this gold as well. So I can say I want always 200 gold, right? And, oops, craft if below. There you go. And then we can add the other ones to this. We don't have anything to this actually, so we could just make this the other ones, I guess. Copper, 200. Craft if below. And then iron. Craft if below, 200. And then what else can we do here? I'm wondering if I'm going to have problems powering these. I probably can bring the power around instead, so it's not so much of an annoyance. That probably would work. So, am I missing anything at this point, or do I have it all? Did I set one with steel? That's actually the question. Yeah, I did set the one with steel. Actually, it's just steel. Okay. That's fine. And so let's go ahead and get some power actually over here. I think this one will be a little annoying, so it might be easier to go like something like going under like this might be a problem. I don't know if they can quite reach like that. I don't know if they can reach like that right there actually. Let's see what happens here. I'm curious actually if they can just easily, because it's one block, I think they might be able to, but I'm not 100% sure, so I want to see if they can fit it there. Yeah, it looks like he's fitting it there. Okay, so what we can do is we can bring this over here, but you can't do it there because the machine's there. So that's actually the problematic there, is like that would become an issue. So what you can do instead is you can bring it along the floor and then do it like that. There you go. I think that'll work. That's a weird view. Huh. The resources in this view look funny. And that way, my friends, that'll start doing that. So what about our other guys here, our expedition team? They have a bit enough food? Yeah, okay. Investigate, smash panels. You know, we're kind of brute. We're not bringing our best up here. You know, obviously things aren't going to always do the best, right? So gotta keep that in mind. These guys are doing a fine enough job. I don't think there's like, oh, I'm gonna run out anytime. Like, I don't think it's too fast for them. Actually, this one is actually doing pretty good. This guy might need a boost because he does power off at night too, so that actually might become a problem. Okay, so honestly, I could give them all a 50% boost just to begin with, so maybe I should do that after. Just for the fact that those are easy, right? Attempt to pry open the door. Blaster. Let's do Blaster. I think that's actually doing better these days because the other one's like too low. Okay. So let's go ahead and make sure we keep crafting this stuff. So we definitely want more miners. We're going to want the other ones. We can actually build if we want to. I don't know. I think we can. I don't think you're stuck with just the one. I think you can build multiples of these. So over time, we can build another facility here. Obviously, you need a lot more steel and stuff like that. So we're not quite there right now. But I think as time goes on, we can look into working on that. So yeah, prying this is 46. What was the laser one? 45. So he can get hurt, though. Aw. That's the only downside is he gets hurt with that one. Even though my chances are like in the 40%, a lot of times I feel like it's just like, it's like 5%. Honestly, that's how it feels. Like I said, you get somebody with more smarts, it probably work way, way better. I'm just not having much luck, right? So. Because you think about all the percents there, I should have probably gotten like up to 200% now. It would have happened, but you know, probability does not actually work that way. That's just life. As much as you think or would like it to work better that way. Oh crap! People die with no power. By the way, just saying. I need to turn these machines off. I think. Because that's not going to help if people are dying from using these right now. There you go. We need more power, my friends. We don't have enough power anymore, and we need to fix that. I didn't realize that our day and nights are going to screw up with this because they're using machines from time to time here. I guess this uses a lot of power, things like that. So I think since we can't quite do the geothermal, I wanted to do geothermal, actually. That was my goal today, was actually geothermal. I don't even know if we'll be able to do it. It is my literal goal that I get geothermal today, but you can pause this and then turn this back on. Not sure if that's a good idea. I'd just like to see one single geothermal be made today, but you need the steel for it, and that's the problem. So, not steel, the titanium. Actually, I might even have enough titanium now, because I said 100. I think I need like 20, honestly. Let's check now. Oh, I can make this puppy. I do not know what the cost of this is, though. Like, here's a vent here, obviously. I don't know if I have another one nearby. I kind of want it nearby. Oh, yeah, there's one right there, actually. I like that one. Let's go ahead and clear this one, then. because that's good. Can I just tell this to? Oh, this is a harvest. Yeah, I'll just tell them to harvest it. I want it out of there, so. There you go. Because that might be in the way of our master plans. Actually, that works fine. So, yeah, I don't know how this works power-wise, but I'm excited because I think it'll be pretty cool. And then we're going to have to wire this, obviously, somewhere. So, what are we looking at? Wires. There's even a thing here, which is actually kind of nice. I don't even want to do zigzags everywhere. Let's just clear this out. I know this is bad, clearing out lots of space, but whatever. These poor fools have nothing to do. I could get them to go out and do some stone, but then people go out and haul. They have no other options. I didn't even realize that. Like, they can't even be haulers. They have no other options. So that's fine. I mean, you can recycle them anyways after. I just thought they would have had something more to do. But apparently, no, they don't. Look at that. Okay, so what are you good at, buddy? 2,000 watt? Are you serious? Is that constantly 2,000? Okay, well, I did not realize geothermal was like God mode here. Okay, well, now we don't have to worry about power ever again, just from one friggin' geothermal. That I did not expect. I was thinking, oh, it'll be probably a little bit better, but... There you go. You can see them putting the thing in the floor right now, which is awesome. Okay, and then hey, it doesn't really matter. Let's just put this floor in so it looks nicer. I don't think they're quite done yet, but I could be wrong. No, it is done. Okay. I think it is. I don't see it. Where's the grid then? Oh, there you go. Total output 2,500. Yeah. Okay. Well, we don't have power issues anymore. That's it. We are God mode for power, and might as well grab this over here as well then, because I wanted to get the other geothermal over here, so I don't see a point delaying on that one. Yeah, I did not expect that. That is awesome. Okay. Well, you guys aren't a problem turning on anymore. Any other geothermals around here? I'm trying to look for them like kind of around or near our base. It just makes it a little easier to begin with. We can wire out the other ones over time, but the closer the better, obviously. I think it's just this one here. So let's hook this one up. Might as well. It's fun and it's worth it by far. I didn't actually see if we have the parts. Apparently we do. And then we can go up here, down here, down here, down. Oops. There you go. And let's put our flooring in. There you go. And our door. And our electricity. Okay, that works out really well for... Gotta admit, that worked out really well. Well, I did not expect that, my friends. We are friggin' rich for power. Okay. Damn. Okay, so... So yeah, our new machine room anyways, these guys will work, and obviously that's what they're doing now, which is great. I think we will break them down a bit. I'm not sure if I want to break them down. I think the 3 machines is probably good enough for now. I was wondering if I wanted to change it up a bit more. I think I might break it down for the fact that it make it easier on them. Yeah, I think I'll do that because I think it'll make it easier on them just so they can... they don't see it all, so the decor doesn't bother them as much. You know what I mean? Because it does bother them, so I don't want to do that. So I'm thinking like putting a divider in here somewhere. Because if I do expand this later on, right, I can just, yeah, let's do it like this, I guess. That should be enough room. And then we can go ahead and open this up here. There you go. And then we can change the floor in here. And let's go ahead and replace the floor here with this one, and then we'll replace it with the refinery floor for later. There you go. And the reason you do this is because apparently the walls help block like ugliness in a sense, so you're just trying to make it a little less ugly so they don't get as depressed inside of these, because they get, apparently if there's just too much, like if you have this whole base open, I guess, and they see too much badness going around or some crap like that, apparently it pisses them off too much and they go and commit suicide. Maybe it's not quite, that, bad, but it sounds pretty bad. I'm thinking of getting another comm station in here, so we need another 2. Those are the operation floors, which were a little more expensive, if I recall. So, but that can be dealt with. Let's get more clones. I don't see a problem anymore not getting clones. We're kind of like at the point where you just go crazy, like have fun now. I mean, they survive on damn potatoes. What can I say? So yeah, let's go ahead and yeah, we're gonna build that. And then we can build another comm station, and there's power there, so that should be good as well. And yeah, our clone chamber. How's our water going? I think this is our meter. It's weirder on this one, but if this is right, then we don't have to worry about it too much. I actually wanted to see what a battery is, but the battery is kind of useless now, isn't it? This is what the large battery is, so it's a one tile feature. I just wanted to build it one time for fun, but it's like it's gotten to the point where there's no point of it. I still wanted to see what it looked like, so I'm going to do it anyways just so I can build one, but it's kind of sad that it's not as, not as exciting. Yeah, with the geothermal, like you don't really have to worry, right? Yeah, so 4.7K now. Yeah, we have enough power now. I love how I'm sealing it in there. I kind of like that. Oh, here's our new battery almost done. So I'm curious to see what it stores in here. So our new one stores 20 and or 200, and the other ones are 50. Not a huge leap. And then we could put this one in for fun. I just thought, why don't you put the equipment installed in there? Which will double it, basically. Was it double or? Yeah, double it, 100% capacity. So instead of being 200, it'll turn it into a 400 capacity. There you go. So that's kind of cute. So, I mean, now it's the equivalent of 8 of these things, right? So that was fun. I kind of just wanted to do that for more fun's sake at this point. But these guys are kind of useless at this point. I'm wondering if I should just power these down, actually. Oh, they show that symbol. Didn't actually want to see that happen. Can I do it there? Maybe I can do it there and they just don't fill it up anymore. I don't really want to look at the icons that something's disabled all the time. It just doesn't look pleasing to me, so... yeah, I think we're doing good. I think next episode we'll have to go through... Oh, yeah, so he found all the logs there. Not all the flora, which is... Our guys on the top. So I'll do a little bit more scouting on the surface here. I think a lot of it now is going to be, honestly, I think a lot of it's going to just be me going around back and forth here, just getting a few of those. And then I think the next episode we'll try out some other features. We'll keep expanding here, building up some more other rooms and stuff like that, and just keep going there. And, I'll build some more clones off camera, might as well. Worker bots, might as well get some more worker bots going. Yeah, regular worker bots, because they're great for the fact that I can I can just use them for literally hauling at this point, you know, moving things around. My guys don't have to worry about that. Make them do more like this, you know, the more intelligent kind of stuff, if you want to call it intelligent. But the storage here is actually filling up too much, by the way, so that's going to be problematic over time. I need to put some limits on it. I think we've just done too many potatoes at this point. I don't think it's going to kill us, but yeah, I think we've just 2,600 potatoes. Yeah, so look at all the cave worms now. So yeah, we'll have to play with that. We got a lot of other things to obviously dig through, so we got lots of, you know, things to do. There's many episodes yet to come, but we're getting up into the, you know, the high of, you know, the game. Like I said, I'll probably just do a robot army down here. Make sure my other guys don't mine or haul themselves anymore, and just have them do all the hauling, and just have like the robot army just kind of go nuts everywhere and pick up a bunch of stuff just to kind of help out around in the base and stuff like that. I can even put a charge pad right there. There you go. And yeah, so anyways, thank you guys and girls so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like. And we will see you wonderful people next time. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.